Hey guys, I'm Chris with Drift HQ. Today we got a bunch of brake and suspension parts we're going to be putting on our Track 350Z. We have a full set of Drift HQ adjustable control arms that we're going to be deleting our coilover cup because we went to a true coilover setup in the rear. We have the FDF bolt-on dual caliper setup we're going to be using the OEM Nissan calipers for. The caliper brackets will work for both the Brembos and the factory 350Z non-Brembo brakes. We got new rotors for it as well as our Drift HQ Hydro and an FDF universal hydro mount. First we're going to start with these control arms. So we're going to remove all of our original OEM control arms because we already have our coilovers installed, and we'll start from there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to adjust our aftermarket control arm to be pretty close to the same length as our OEM control arm, just so we can get kind of close to the original alignment specs. So whoever had this car before had it really low, so low that they dragged their brace on something really hard, and it folded over top of one of our bolts that we need to remove to install our trailing arms. Alright, so we got all of our clearance made for this bolt here so we can actually get it out. We're going to be removing this lower brace here below the gas tank so that we can get to our trailing arm bolts in the front. Now this is the subframe brace, lower section here that goes from the body to the mounting point of the subframe. So we're going to be removing that, and then on the back side of this stud right here, we're going to have a nut that we're going to have to get loose so that we can put our new bolt setup in for the trailing arm. So after removing the arm itself, there's going to be a nut on the back side of this aluminum stud here. That's going to be a 22 millimeter. It's not that easy to get to, but I used a box end wrench and got it out of there. Next, this piece here is pressed into the edge of the subframe, but it's not pressed too hard. So I got me a long pry bar and a hammer. You put it on the back side of it here, and just give it a smack. So we're putting all the bracing and the under panels and everything back onto the car. We got all three of our control arms installed, and next we're going to be moving on to doing the dual caliper setup. Well, that's it for the installation for our control arms. You can see you have a lot more room and a lot more adjustment than before. If you have any suspension needs for your car, you can always feel free to contact us.